What's up, you guys? It's Denisha Wright, and I am back with another video. Today I am going to be doing makeup on my friend here, KK, who's obviously enjoying this song. I would usually start off by moisturizing KK's face, but since she has already done so, I'm just going to start with this NYX primer, and I'm going to prime her face before I apply any of this makeup. So I'm just going to slowly rub it all in, or fastly. But yes, so I am going to apply tape on each side of KK's eye. I do this because I like to create the perfect slant, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you later in the video. So next I'm going to move to KK's eyebrows, and I'm going to start off with two brushes. One is a lash and brow brush. You see it? You see it? Yeah. Anyways, and then the other one is, of course, an old mascara brush that I got out of an old mascara thingy. So I'm going to start by brushing each brow in an upward position, just like that. Oh, I think my song is about to come on. Just wait 1 second. Anyways, I'm going to start off with my Salon Perfect Brow Pomade, and it comes with an angle brush. I got this from Walmart about a year ago, and I'm still using it, of course. This is the small angle brush that I was telling you guys about. So I'm going to start by going up in the upward position. I'm going to work my way towards the corner of the eyebrow. See, a lot of girls get it wrong because I think they try to fill in the eyebrow first, but just outline it first. See, it's starting to look good already. Then, of course, you want to start to fill in the brow. You want to go in an upward position so that you are filling it in correctly. If you don't, you're going to create like this look where it looks like really sharp, kind of like a Sharpie. Then I go in with my old mascara brush and I kind of brush it in. I go back and forth with these two brushes until I get the perfect shape for the brow. And then later I'll line it up. I'm going to start with this next brow over here and do the same thing as well. There's that brow pomade again. Y'all, I really love this stuff, honestly. I mean, it's cheap and it's good, but I'll put the pricing in the description below. And don't worry, you guys, I will zoom in on her brows once I get to that point, but right now I just want to make sure they're good and filled in, okay? Sorry, y'all know I love me some Cash Doll. Okay, back to the video. So, as you can tell, I have filled most of this brow in. Oh, it looks so good. And then I'm going to go in with my old mascara brush again and brush it out. Then I'm going to go in with my BareMinerals Bare Skin Concealer in Medium Golden, along with this angled brush here, which is made by e.l.f. And you can also get this brush at Walmart. Right now, I am outlining her brow. I'm going to do the bottom and the top just so I can create this perfect shape. The shape that I was trying to get with the brow pomade, but it works better once you have the concealer on it. And I'll zoom back in a few. Just let me touch this up. You also want to be really careful when it comes to your brows because you don't want all your hard work to go to waste. Trust me, it is the worst thing ever. So try not to mess it up, okay? Right now, I'm going to go in with my concealer brush. And I'm going to kind of get that white there from under her eye brow. I really hate when some girls leave that there. I don't understand why. Like, baby, you gotta blend that in. Please blend it in, okay? Okay. And that there is how you outline a brow, honey. Oh, let me get that. But yes, look at that. Yes, God. Okay, I need to go over here to this other one and stop taking so much time on this one. But I just gotta make sure it's perfect. There you go. Start the right brow. I'm gonna start from the left brow. I'm going to start from the left brow's corner, and I'm going to kind of, you know, blend from that angle. The reason I do this is because it helps me make the eyebrow as small as I need it to be. You see how that other one over there is like thin? Okay, well, I want this one to be thin also, so I'm going to have to start from that brow, correct? And that's exactly what I did. Now I'm going in with my concealer brush once again, and I am kind of like blending this through. And it's going to require a lot of blending, okay? I just want you to know. I am using my angled brush to, you know, make it all cute and shit. Anyways, and I'm gonna also use my mascara brush, the old one that I was telling you guys about earlier. Yes. And so now I'm gonna pull out my handy dandy beauty blender here. Guys, these are perfect. You could get them from anywhere now. As long as they're soft, I say get it. But if it's not soft, then you probably should get another one. But yes, I'm gonna blend this medium golden concealer in, honey, because that does not look good. Okay? Now that I've finished her eyebrows, I'm going to go in with my concealer again for her eyelid because I want to do a nice little eyeshadow look. But to brighten it up, you have to use concealer. So with my concealer brush, I'm going to go below her crease and I'm going to kind of just, you know, make it all light, bright and stuff so that the color can show up really, really good. Moving forward, I have my Nubian 2 palette by Juvia, I believe. I got this palette for my birthday, and I really love this palette. Like, my best friend came through, honey. Yes, fam. So with my smudging brush, that you can also purchase from Walmart, and I'll put it in the description below, as I've said about any other brush. So right now, I'm going in with shade Zuri, Z-U-R-I, and it is really cute. Like, this would be a perfect highlight. I think I'm going to use it for my highlight. And then I'm going to go in with Kenya, of course, for her crease line. And I am going to blend that in. You guys, I am not really that good at doing eyeshadow, but I try my best and I've been learning, so bear with me. You guys, this is probably my favorite palette. This is the HudaBeauty palette, and I am going to go in with my small brush and I'm kind of gonna outline her eyebrow up there in the corner with a light shade here that I'll post below. Peacharita, one of America's best, most popular margaritas in the country. This here, my friend, is a Peacharita. Good. Okay, I played too much. But anyways, I am going back in with this shade, and I'm going to start on the other eye as well. So with this, I'm going to be going back and forth to each eyelid just so I make sure you know that it looks really good. Now I'm going to go in with my crease shader brush with shade Henna, and I am going to kind of shaden up that darker area up here and make it a little bit brighter. Give it a little color, you know. And so then I'm going to go in with my fluffy, handy, dandy little brush here. And I am going to blend those colors in because, baby, we do not want eyeshadow sitting on top of each other. You definitely don't want your makeup to look stacked as if it's like Legos or something. You want it to like blend in really nicely. And so now what you see is me going in with my HudaBeauty shade called Angelique, I believe. It's right here. And I am just gonna like glitter this light part up here where I've put concealer. And this palette is so pigmented, but I usually use my fingers because it's easier to apply it with that instead of the brush. Like, the color shows a lot more to me. It just appears to look a little bit better, as you can see. So I'm over here with the other eyelid, of course. I'm over here with the other eyelid, and I'm gonna actually do the same exact thing. And remember, that tape is there because I don't want to go past any point. You know, I don't want makeup all over the outside of her face, although I may get a little bit on the sides, but not where my eyeshadow is. So I'm gonna use this big brush to kind of fluff some of the excess glitter and eyeshadow that has fallen. And yeah, this is how it's going to look. You see that? Right after that, I'm gonna add a little black just so I can create this smoky, you know, eye look. Like, that is my go-to look. I really love to see like a little smoky eye. I really love it. Like, y'all don't even understand. Okay, KK, work. Yeah, it's cute.
Murder on the beat.
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
Moving forward, I'm going to go in with a Q-tip and I'm going to clean this area up right before I take the tape off. Now it is time for me to go and remove the tape. Oh, yes, you see? For a special tip, if your eyeshadow matches the corner of your eyebrow, then you are doing great. You do not want eyeshadow all out on the sides of your eyes past that limit. Now it is time for my foundation look. This foundation is some foundation that I got about 2 years ago out of Walmart when I was just learning how to do my makeup. It's super handy dandy and it's the closest shade to her or KK because she doesn't really wear foundation. I got you for sure. Anyways, I use this shade when I'm doing my makeup as well, but I also blended with other foundation, which is a darker shade, so that I can get an even toned color. Because me using one shade, or even me just using this shade, I could be like really light, but it is my color. So like I said earlier, I just blended in with different foundation. I am just gonna spread this all over KK's face. You know, like I'm not gonna fully paint her face with it, but I'm just gonna do little dots here and there, just, you know, so I can have some space for the other foundation that is going to go on her skin as well. Next, I'm gonna apply my Fenty Beauty. Y'all, I really love this, and it's like a matte touch, but it doesn't make your skin look all, you know, dry and I don't know. But I really love this foundation, and I'm just gonna blend it in with, you know, the other foundation that I used, which was a very cheaper version. And you don't have to use high price foundation, but we'll get into that in a second. So next I have my Maybeline setting spray, and it's just to wet the sponge so that the makeup can blend perfectly. Okay, so what I was saying earlier is that you really don't have to buy expensive foundation. You buy what works for you. Like, I really love Rihanna, so of course I supported in buying Fenty Beauty. But you don't have to buy high-priced makeup from Sephora or from MAC when you can just go to Walmart and get you, you know, whatever works for you. Just try out different makeup brands, and I promise you, you'll figure it out sooner or later in the same way that I did. But I am blending, honey. You see that? Blend. And your arms do get tired, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Beauty is pain. You hear me? Ladies, if you don't remember anything else from this video, please remember to blend your makeup. You do not want to be looking all crazy out here. Like, blend, honey, blend it. And even if you have to apply more makeup, that is fine, as long as your full face is covered. But ooh, be careful by those brows. But yes, as long as your full face is covered, you are okay. To start contouring KK's face, I am going to use my Fenty Beauty Mocha Shaded Match Stick. And you guys, make the kissy face when you're applying this, because it's going to do you some justice. You'll see. And with my angled contour brush here, I am going to blend that in. You don't want to like scrape the concealer, so I'm just going to use a beauty blender instead. And voila, look at that. You see it? So I have started the process of contouring her face, and right now I am going to apply concealer in a triangular shape under each eye. I am also going to move downward on her nose and right there above her lip, also her chin, and a little bit on her forehead, just because that's where I'm going to apply highlight and I really want it to show up. Okay, next you guys, I am going to go in with my Mercier translucent setting powder, and I am going to use this big fluffy brush to dab a little bit here and a little bit there. And I did go and turn my voice down just a tad bit because it was extremely loud. So my 5 minutes are up, and now it is time for me to blend. You definitely want to make sure that you get in the creases of the nose area because you will have a lot of caked up makeup right there. And now I am going to start contouring the left side of KK's face, and I'm going to use my beauty blender because, like I said earlier, the brush it's too much, and blending it with the beauty blender is a lot better to me. So make sure you get under the chin, on the forehead, on the sides. You want to get it everywhere. I'm gonna go back in with my Kenya shade and just contour her nose. Yes, I use my palette for this because the Kenya shade is really dark and it's like kind of perfect. In my opinion, all of it is makeup and I don't see why not. And you will see this palette throughout the video because I'm really trying to, you know, like get to use this palette more. So I'm using it for my highlight, I'm using it for my contour, and a few other things. And there you have it. I have contoured KK's nose. So now I'm gonna start with her lips, and I would usually use lip liner for this, but I didn't have any, so I'm gonna use my brow pencil and my brow pomade. And I don't expect you guys to know this, but the best part of my makeup is usually my lips. I love doing my lips when I do my makeup, so this should be really easy. But you do want to keep outlining it, and you want to make it look as natural as possible. Now please ladies, do not put your lip gloss on and not blend it with this lip liner, because I see this too much nowadays. Like, people are just leaving it all black and then putting on either clear lip gloss or putting on any kind of lip gloss. But no, that's not what we do. Well, it's not cute to me. And so next I'm going to go in with my Sephora lip crayon in the shade Coral, along with a matte gloss that my best friend got me and I don't know where it came from. So I'm going to get the bottom lip really good. Yep, cover it up as much as possible. Then I'm going to work my way to the top. Now when applying the matte lip gloss, I like to kind of use a contour brush so that I can blend it in that way. So I use a small contour brush once I apply it. And once it's applied, I just go in with the small contour brush like I said, and I just pat it dry. And once I finish applying everything, I like to go back and kind of re-outline the lip. After I've applied all the makeup, I like to go in with a little setting spray and kind of pat it dry, and you know, make it look all refreshing. The setting spray I use is really good, by the way, so I highly recommend it. I am now just going in and doing a little bit more highlight on each cheek so that it'll show a little bit better. And last but not least, you guys, I am going to apply her lashes. I personally like to go ahead and brush out each one of mine just so that they're long and, you know, they're easier to blend in with the false eyelashes. OMG, this mascara really does the job. Like, do you see this? She doesn't even have on false eyelashes yet, and she's looking good. To me, you guys, it doesn't matter where you get your eyelashes from. Totally not against hair store eyelashes, dollar store eyelashes. I use them all. These eyelashes here happen to come from UltaBeauty. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to start by applying the one on the right with the tweezers here. And I'm going to try to like press it into her actual eyelash because I want it to blend in as much as possible. And you guys, to let you in on a big secret, not really, but anyways, to let you in on a secret, y'all, I really hate doing my lashes because, especially if I have on eyeshadow, because I'm always getting the freaking glue on my freaking eyeshadow and I'm having to go back and do it all over again. But thankfully I got it right this time. So I'm moving on to the next eye and we are almost done here. And that, you guys, is how you slay some makeup. But first, I need to spray her once again. Dang, it scared me. That shit cute, bro. It is, bro.
Ain't gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. Why you out here drinking 40s, I just told it. Still that same nigga in a foreign, but it's stolen. Ride sporty, I can sport it, can't control it. I'm doing fraud, got that bag, yeah, I'm transporting. I got that bag on me, nigga, like I'm transporting. He dropped the mixtape, thought I would've reposted. I ain't posting mixtape, cause I don't fuck with shorty. I be booty till the morning, PM to the morning. My little Woody want a bag on me,